Oh man, everybody, there's a lot of new blood in the women's division tonight after the Royal Rumble, and we're all psyched about it, and we're going to talk about it right now. And I think we're all in agreement that the women's Rumble was fantastic.
Yeah, I have to agree. I thought they really, really shined, especially the winner, Bianca Belair. She was really, really emotional at the end. That interview she did at the end was really something and telling. The only thing is, cautionary tale here. I hope it's not too soon for her. Yes, this is very quickly in her WWE career. I just hope this plays out well for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. We all wanted Bianca Belair to win when it was down to, several people. So we got what we wanted. She won. And if you didn't know her, you know her now. And if you didn't like her, you love her now. The promo about mommy and daddy, the real tears. It was just such a moment. Like, I feel like I'm so much more connected to her as an athlete. And she's been perfecting her craft down in NXT for quite some time. Triple H, he thinks the world of her, and they call her the greatest pure athlete to ever come into NXT. So they really think a lot of her, and she's cute as a button, and she's strong as an ox. So it's her time. She has the it factor, 1,000%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you talk about legit pops, and this was a legit pop when she won. I'm sitting here in my home studio, and when she had the last elimination, it was a big time reaction from me. I was super fired up to see her win. And in the post-match promo, Jimmy, you talked about it. I stopped what I was doing, and I was forced to listen to her because she got that emotion. It was that good. Bianca Belair, she is the future of women's wrestling. And I think in general, from that entire Women's Rumble, we saw the future of women's wrestling as a whole, particularly that final three with Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. Oh boy, what a performance there. What a performance throughout. A really good match, just overall.
It was a great callback to last year's WrestleMania match between Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, that she was in there at the end with that they were in there together. But as I always do, I look to the future of what stories were told during the match and what can happen in the future. And one of the biggest takeaways I have is, first of all, how smart Rhea Ripley is. It takes forever for a supernatural being to turn into something terrible. And Rhea Ripley, mid-transformation, just chucked Alexa Bliss out of the ring. Smartest lady in the room, baby.
So smart.
But I'm looking forward to what happens, because that was Alexa Bliss interrupted by Rhea Ripley. There's going to be some consequences, you got to think.
You have to think. I'm hoping there is, that's for sure. And yeah, if I could just go off on a slight little tangent here really quickly here, I have to give a special shout out to a couple of good Canadian kids. Nice to see the return of Christian, Captain Charisma tonight, and that other good Canadian kid, Edge, going wire to wire in the men's Royal Rumble match. Bravo.
Bananas. Absolutely bananas. Banana. I want to give a shout out to the legit pops that I had during those matches. Carlito, since I said his name earlier this week on the show, I was so excited that Carlito showed up. But Hurricane as well. Lost my mind for Hurricane. But in the women's match, actually talked to a friend of mine watching in Pittsburgh. We both agree Victoria somehow looks the same. I can't figure it out. She hasn't aged. What's happening?
How about Tori Wilson showing what kind of a stud athlete she is?
No kidding.
She belongs. She belongs right now. Gosh.
Yeah. And shout out to Jillian Hall and Billy Kay being my favorite new tandem. Jillian, great to see Jillian Hall in that match tonight.
Jilly and Billy, I'll tell you, for the first half of the match, my MVP was Billy Kay. She was trying so hard to get a friend to go into that Rumble with, to have somebody finally to help her throw some people out, and then she ended up having too many friends. She just couldn't figure out who should be her friend at what point. She was trying to be friends with Peyton Royce. She's trying to be friends with the Riot Squad. She's trying to be friends with Jilly. It just didn't work. I will say, though, that Billy Kay is so good, and she just demonstrated once again what an asset she is to the women's division as a whole. Fantastic. Kudos to her.